Good morning, people of Earth and the moon and the sun, because I've watched Eternals and that guy went to the sun. So I know you're listening up there, pal. Much respect, not Goth Superman. But today I'm gonna talk to you about how I give myself sleep paralysis, because I mentioned that a couple days ago, and somebody said how Sway, and I commented back. I was like, I gave them my step process. So this is that comment, but in audio format, pretty much. So I said, easy. Step 1, lay down. No pillows. No pillows are important because I like to be in pillows. They are comfortable. So no pillows. I don't want to be comfortable. Step 2, cross my arms like I'm dead. You know, kind of how the Undertaker would cross people's arms after he would like obliterate them in the ring. So cross my arms that way. Step 3, cover myself in all blankets. It's got to be some weight on it, you know. Step 4, relax, and right when I'm about to go to sleep, open my eyes, just boom, just startle myself awake. And that's important. I repeat that step multiple times until finally step 5 is just repeating step 4 until finally step 6, and it's like fall asleep, because I just eventually just do fall asleep. Step 7, easily enough, die. That's it. That's the steps. I don't know why I can give myself sleep paralysis whenever I want. Like, think about that. Whenever I feel like it, I can do it to myself. Like, all I know, if I want to give myself sleep paralysis a certain night, all I have to do is just kind of stay up a little bit later, kind of get a little tired, and then do those 7 steps, and then boom, sleep paralysis. And it is a doozy. Like, I remember my first time discovering that I could do that on accident. I was like, so why am I sleeping like this? Whatever. It's cool. It's quirky. Like, that's all probably what I thought it was. And then I was like, let me do it again. That was fucked. That was a little fucked. Let's see if we could do it again. And then boom, I learned that that's the step process for me in my body. Ever since I was like maybe 14 years old, I learned that I could do that. Yeah, I mean, that's just what I wanted to get on the mic today and talk to you guys about. It's just sleep paralysis. I mean, I remember the first time I've ever had sleep paralysis, I swear to God, I died. Because I was in high school, might have been like 9th grade, and I got really sick. And I don't normally get sick, right? Even to this day, I get sick like once, and then like it takes me out, and then I'm refreshed for the whole year. So it was the first time ever in my career of going to school that they called my mom to take me home because I was sick and not suspended. Okay, there's a big difference there. She's like, "Wow, you got sick?" I was like, "Yeah, it's weird, right?" And it's funny because this is right when I just got my dog, because I was still living relatively close to my high school. So my dog must have been like 2 years old at this point, and I'm sick. My dog's on my bed. I'm chilling. I'm relaxing, and then all of a sudden, I'm looking around my room, and I'm like, I should get up. I feel like shit. I don't want to lay down. I want to move to like the living room or something. And I could not get up. Right? I was not getting up. I couldn't move. My dog is looking at me. I'm looking at my dog, like in my peripheral vision, but in my mind, in my dream, I'm like looking at her. Like, I moved my head towards her, but she's looking at me all confused. Like, why are you staring at me like this? And then she has big black eyes. She has brown tints, you know, if you really, really can see it, if you really look at her eyes. But I went and I saw my reflection in her eyes as I was just looking straight up. And then I started to panic, and I tried to jolt myself up. I tried to like wake up and move my torso upward, but then this is gonna sound crazy, but what I did was I did get up, but then I started looking down at myself, and kind of how, if spoilers alert for No Way Home, for Spider-Man, Peter gets knocked out of his body, and then he kind of like swims towards his body and gets his body back, you know, with that Doctor Strange scene. But it kind of was like that. Like, I was looking at my body, and I'm panicking. I'm like, at this point, I'm looking down at my body. My dog looks up at me as like a floating ghost, and then my dog starts panicking. She starts running around. She's licking me, trying to get me up. And so I'm like, I'm coming. I need to wake up. I'm going, and I'm basically swimming downward to my body. And I get back into my body, and then I'm trying to move, and I feel my fingers twitching now. Okay, I'm back in control, kind of. And then my mom is calling me, and then the ringtone like helps me wake up. It was like an alarm, and I got up, and then I just had a casual conversation with my mom, and I looked at my dog. I gave her a big hug and kiss, and then we just, you know, never touched upon that topic ever again. Because I do talk to my dog. Like, whenever I leave my mom's house, I say, hey, I'm leaving. I'm not coming back. I will be back soon, so don't wait for me. Because my dog has a habit, especially when I used to go to college, my dog would wait by the door and every day until I came back. And then my mom would have to talk to her and be like, because I would tell my mom, you need to talk to her, you need to communicate to her that I won't be back until like break. And then she would talk to her. And so I talk to my dog because I feel like they're very intelligent and they'll comprehend things. And I talk to her in English and Spanish, and she'd be looking at me like, I understand. My cat, though, I feel like if we talk to my cat in Spanish, and she's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Even though we speak Spanish in the house, but I feel like my cat just refuses to speak Spanish. But yeah, that was this week's mini. This week's mini. Psych, that was today's mini. And I'll see you next time. Peace. It's so awkward when I press spacebar and it doesn't end the recording.